Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy JellybeanKilla here, and we got a Toadstool video. Yeah, me and my girl, we handle Toadstool. This is the Warley world that I'm in. Um, Usually I do the fights from my WX world, but this time, just because she wanted to do Toadstool, I was like, you know what? The first time I beat Toadstool should be with my lady. You know what I'm saying? So, go ahead and talk you guys through what we use for the fight. We use glass cutters. Decided against dark swords because I'm okay with dark swords, but Ladybug does not like the sanity drain from dark swords, and I'm glad we made a decision because, as you will see later on in this fight, I do struggle big time with sanity just because we are doing this fight in the winter. But we do glass swords, glass cutters, which you get both from the lunar island, and as you can see, we have weather panes. Weather panes, I would definitely say, is a necessity. If you don't have weather panes, then glass cutters is 100% necessity, especially if you're using more than one person, because I'm pretty sure, as I noticed throughout the fight, he does spawn more trees depending on how many people you have during the fight. So I think he does spawn, the amount of trees he spawns scales up based on how many more people are fighting him. But yeah, those were the weapons we chose for the fight. And as your armor, we just use battle helms. And as you can see, we got a couple battle helms and football helmets. I was thinking of the football helmets when I said battle helmet the first time. But as you can see, we got battle helms and football helmets. You'll notice that for the most part, the animations for Toadstool's fight is really not that hard. I mean, he's got this attack right here where he puts the mushroom bomb down and they grow like 3 times from when they hit the ground. So as soon as they hit the ground, watch. 1, 2, 3, and on the third stage, when they get big like that, they explode. So long as you're in between those, you rotate your camera calmly, properly, you should have no problem dodging those. Now this is the part where it can get overwhelming if you do not have the proper resources, aka a glass cutter, or what we're using here, the weather panes. And I'm wirely, so I also have sweet pierogi. So as you'll see later down the line, we'll eat sweet pierogi and we'll chop the tree down to like 2 chops instead of 4 because of his seasoning with the honey that he can use to allow you to mine / chop things down faster. But I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I did bring, as you can see in my inventory, pan flutes just in case we got a little overwhelmed by the trees. And yeah, that's really it. I brought jelly beans, honey poultice, and um, spider gland healing salves, which is all great healing resources for Warley. Because anyone who hasn't played Warley, you should know that there's a repeated dish penalty. So if you eat the same dish within 2 days, you lose. You don't get the same stats for it. So if I eat pierogi the first time, that'll heal me for 40, and then after that, it slowly will scale down. So by the time I eat like 2 pierogi, the third pierogi is probably going to be healing me for like maybe 20. And then after that, it's going to be even worse. So if I were to, keep doing pierogi throughout the fight, it will be super hard to keep my health up because the dish will continuously get weaker and weaker. But if you do non-edible items like I did honey poultice and healing salves here, then you're good. But as you notice, I don't really have that much healing in my inventory because I was pretty comfortable with dodging all of his abilities, which I want to get back to. So as you see, he screamed. When he screams like that, he gets into the second phase, and that's when he starts putting the spores on your head. And what you want to do is when the spore once he puts it on your head, you just want to run back out of range, because as you can see, it leaves a cloud that stays for a long period of time. I usually try to get a couple hits in before, but as you can see, he's really going crazy with how often he dumps it on your head. And basically he just mixes you up between these two. You can see the range of his mushrooms switches from short range right in front of you to long range, and you can also see that the spore clouds that he puts on you, the rate at which he puts it on your head can go from a long time before he puts it down to a really short, like back to back. So yeah, keep an eye on that, and you definitely want to make sure that you're watching out for the only our second attempt, so we were still getting used to it a little bit. But at the same time, you'll see we get through the first 2 phases very smoothly. It's the 3rd phase because my sanity starts dropping like crazy, and I start freezing because my thermal stone breaks. As you can see, it's on 13%, and I'm already aware of that, which is why I'm trying to stay hot with the dwarf stars. But it didn't prove to be enough. But we were able to finish the fight. But yeah, once you learn these 3 attacks, the stomp attack is the last one that's the most dangerous, and the only one I would say, the only reason I say that is because that attack is very fast. You'll notice when Toadstool, he kind of just leaps up in the air really quickly, and it's similar to the Barrier Pound attack where it'll give off like a pulse wave, and if you're up close, it can be pretty devastating. The damage is not that bad. If you're wearing armor, you can take a few hits from it without healing, but if you're right up in his face, that's when he can really do the most damage on you when you get hit a bunch. As you can see, we're trying to walk him away from his spawn point, because as you see, if he gets too far away from his spawn point, he'll start walking back into the hole in the ground to reset and start using his abilities over again. So we also tried to put that in whenever we could, just pull him away as far as possible, and really try to get as many hits as we could when he's walking back. So that's another little strategy you can try to do, especially if you're doing this by yourself. I would definitely advise you pull him away from the spawn point so you can get as many hits in as possible. And this is really just a patient fight. A patient fight, by what I mean by that is just as long as you have the resources and as long as you have the patience, this is a pretty easy fight. If you don't have patience for a long fight, remember, Toadstool has 52,500 HP. So if you don't have a lot of patience, then I don't suggest this fight, because this fight could go, if it goes poorly, it's probably going to last a pretty long time. With 2 of us, it took like 20 minutes just for us to do it because we started struggling with sanity. And towards the end of the fight, Ladybug was really doing all the work and doing all the damage because I was running from nightmare creatures and being frozen throughout. So it was basically just her putting in the last work for probably the last couple thousand damage. And then I get a last couple swings in towards the end to finish the fight. But I will let you guys continue to watch the rest of the video in peace. I hope you guys having a great day, man. Wanda just came out today on the day that I'm editing this video, so we're probably gonna be looking forward to playing her pretty soon, man. But I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the Twitch stream. If you would like to join, especially if you're new, make sure you go in the details below, and I will put this Twitch live stream link with the moon bucket. Yeah, you saw how he jumped though? Yeah, when you see that, then you run back. It's very fast, but jump from Toadstool. Somebody needs to learn it.
Oh, wait, where is it? Let me get it.
Learn.
Let's go ahead and learn it.
Let's go. Learn this one too.